active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day, don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Ginshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product. For more information, visit our website www.hgo.com or call 0800 335555.
My question is, what is the difference between rental tax and income tax? How comes I'm paying both taxes on my own premises? If you want to have a tin, but you are not making any income from your business, you should take on the obligation to continue filing your nil return.
Commissioner General, to invest in taxation. When people understand taxes and they know the importance of taxes and they know the fair assessment of these taxes they're supposed to pay, I think everybody will embrace taxation.
As banning groupage cargo, clearance protects small traders who cannot afford to import full container loads individually and rely on consolidation to remain competitive. Cargo to come in groupage is consolidation, it's legitimate, and we can't ban it. What we have banned, or what we have stopped, is the use of container leaders. Now, Fiona, the good news I have for you is that among the new tax proposals,
now you can get direct answers. Send your tax-related questions via WhatsApp or SMS to 0790-141-887 and the Commissioner General of URA, John Musinguzi, will personally address them. Tune in to UBC News Tonight every Monday and Wednesday for expert insights and clear explanations. Booza Commissioner.
The government's mandate is to maintain law and order, safeguard citizens' rights, and provide essential public services.
Remember, one of the pillars of a roadmap is innovation and entrepreneurship.
There has been this question of how are you protecting our indigenous seed?
It's going to be a tall project that answers somebody's question.
The Front Bench has brought you insightful discussions on governance, security, healthcare, justice, and commerce.
Why do you go through this complicated procedure, involve the lawyers? You bring the case against him, the judge will hear you out and pass judgment, and you're out of court in record time.
We remain committed to keeping you informed and engaged on key national matters.
So these are huge, these are powerful organizations which now Uganda chairs. Why don't you come together?
If we haven't migrated to the e-card because of various reasons, including that not all the people of Uganda have smartphones.
You can sit in your house, apply for a passport.
If you have a Ugandan who has a successful logistics firm in the US, it means he can come to Uganda and do a lot more.
Every Monday at 8:30 p.m. with me, Jethro Kasaiji, your interface with the government only on your public broadcaster, UBC, Inspiring Uganda.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda. Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Good morning and Happy New Year. My name is Zakia Lucky, your host on the Good Morning Uganda Tourism Express. Thank you for waking up with us. We are coming to you all the way from the Buganda Royal Tombs. Behind me is the main gate and the very first grass thatched house that was constructed or built just before the actual royal tombs. Now this is particularly known as Bujabukula. You'll be getting to know about it, and this is also where the two royal guards of the king do live. With me is going to be Mwami Joel, who is going to be telling us about what we can find here, give us the history about the place. Stick around with me. With me is Joel, and he's going to be telling us about this particular place. Please introduce yourself and tell us about this place.
Okay, so thank you. My name is Joel Sekamwa. I'm a tour guide working with Buganda Heritage and Tourism Board. So allow me to welcome you at Kasubi Royal Tombs, which is the official burial site for the last 4 kings of Buganda and the other members of the royal family And actually, Kasubi Royal Tombs is the only cultural site here in Uganda which is under UNESCO. Yeah, Uganda, we are blessed with 3 UNESCO sites. One of them is called Bwindi, where we have gorillas, we have Mountain Renzori National Park, and the Kasubi Royal Tombs. But what makes Kasubi Royal Tombs special, it is the only cultural site which is under UNESCO, because the other 2 are natural areas. So the place was inscribed on the list of UNESCO in 2001. Reason being that the place exhibits a living heritage, which is characterized by the heritage royal guards. We have the active royal drums, we have the active royal fireplace, we have the symbolic king's wives, and also the main tomb house, which is the biggest grass thatched hut in the whole world. So now we are standing at the main gate, which is locally known as Bujabukula. And Bujabukula literally means that the kingdom is continuing to grow. In the history of this place, this house is believed that it was the first house to be established in this place by 1882 by Kabaka Mutesa I. You know, initially our King Mutesa I was living at Rubaga Hill, but around the years of 1882 there was outbreak of smallpox, which forced our king to transfer his capital from Rubaga, and he came here. So when the king came here, this was the first house he established in this place, and the king used to stay here before the completion of the main palace. So when the king shifted the main palace, he left this one to his royal guards. And currently, this house is acting as the main gate, at the same time the quarter guard, being occupied by the 2 royal guards for the king. So we have the principal royal guard, he's called Mulamba, from Mushroom clan, and he's in charge of the outdoors. Then he's assisted by Insugo from Buffalo clan, who is in charge of the indoors. And both of them are hereditary. What I mean, they are not the original guards, but they are descendants to the original guards. For instance, Insugo, one of the loyal guards from Buffalo clan, he came here when he was only 16 years. But last year, we actually celebrated his birthday of 100 years, which literally means that he has been here serving as a loyal guard for the last 84 years. So when he goes back where he came from, I'm not sure where he came from, but his son will be the one to take over. So those are some of the factors that influenced UNESCO to add this place on the list of the World Heritage Sites, because of the heritage which is kept flourishing generation after generation. So the house is decorated like a basket, which is turned upside down, and it has got these rings. And 99% of the materials here, they are purely organic materials, like vegetal materials. For instance, we have the reeds, we have the spear grass, we have the tree poles, we have the barks of the trees, which literally mean that they keep on rehabilitating this house by removing the old materials and replace them with the new ones. But in the apex here, we have got these special forings, being some of the original components of this house ever since it was established. It is believed that these rings were made and raised by the king himself, that was Kabaka Mutesa I. And the first ring in the middle represents the king himself, and was actually measured on the size of the king's head. Then we have the second ring, represents the members of the royal family, the third one representing the clan leaders, and the last one, the fourth one, represents the rest of the people in the kingdom, which literally means that the entire Buganda fraternity is represented here. So in case one of them suddenly falls down, the current king is the one in charge of putting it back, plus a lot of rituals which are performed. So they are untouchables. They are some of the original components of this house ever since it was established. And the house is decorated with low entrances, such that each and every individual who comes here must bow his or her head as well, paying maximum respect to the king. So there is no way you can access the king's palace minus bowing, either knowingly or unknowingly, either intentionally or unintentionally. You find yourself bowing. Yeah. So, as we said, it is like a basket turned upside down with these rings. You know, our kingdom is clan-based, whereby you have over 56 clans, and these rings are supposed to be representing the clans of our kingdom. But since this house is small, they cannot tally to the total number. But when you proceed in the main house, we shall see the number of rings being equivalent to the number of clans. So they symbolize the clans of our kingdom. As I said, that most of the materials are vegetal materials. 99% of the materials are vegetal materials. It literally means that they keep on rehabilitating the house by removing the old materials and replace them with the new ones. However, we have innovations like this slab cement. Those ones were introduced in the years of 1938 by our king. By then, he was known as King Daudi Chwa, after visiting Europe, and he came up with some modernities. But 99%, they are purely organic materials. That's why the house is considered to be a masterpiece of African architecture and human creativity.
That was it from the gate, where you get to enter as you get to see the royal tombs where the four kings have been laid to rest. When you get in, you'll see the basket-shaped hut, of course upside down, and the rings on top, what they do represent, and the organic materials that were used. It's still intact, very beautifully placed, and it's extremely beautiful. This is something that you can learn from. Now, we are still going on with the episode. The next one has something else for you to learn. Make it a point to stick with us and get to see what more the royal tombs have to offer.
Brought to you by Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Good morning once again. Welcome back from Tourism Express that is proudly brought to you by Uganda Tourism Board. Indeed, the Kasubi Royal Tombs were added to the UNESCO World Heritage Sites, making them three that we do have in Uganda. That is Bwindi and also Mountain Renzor. It's now time for our intelligence report in regards to business. And starting off with Vivo Energy Uganda, the company that distributes and markets Shell branded fuels and lubricants in Uganda, that has launched its back-to-school promotion dubbed Fuel Their Future. Now, this is a nationwide campaign to support parents and guardians during the school season while rewarding customers for choosing Shell fuels and shopping at Shell Select. Through this promotion, customers stand a chance to win school fees worth up to 2 million Uganda shillings, besides a range of exciting instant or weekly rewards. Let's have a look.
And when we are looking at how best do we promote and do we partner with our valued clients, we don't just look at what we have at the moment. We look into the future and beyond. So as we have our current motorists, our current customers, we look beyond them and say, who is the future Shell customer that we want to partner with? As Vivo Energy, we may all remember that we sit on three major pillars as we drive our sustainability agenda. And the three major pillars are: one, planet; two, people. Advancing that through two other pillars, sub-pillars, that is through education and through health, and then partnerships as well. So this particular promotion of today, we are celebrating the second and third pillar, that is partnerships and people through education.
And of course, yes, in relation still about the back-to-school promos, MTN Mobile Money Uganda has launched the 2026 edition for its Win School Fees for Raya and more. This campaign is aimed at reducing the financial pressure of education on Ugandan families. Let's have a look at the launch.
Now in its third year, the initiative rewards parents and guardians who pay school fees using mobile money with a chance to have fees covered for an entire academic year.
I feel good. Yeah, I feel blessed.
Very nice. What class are you in? What is your name?
I'm in senior 2. My name is Hazel Andudu. Yes.
Schools that collect fees digitally through mobile money also stand a chance to win a school van for supporting safer and more efficient cashless transactions. To further support households, MTN Momo is promoting school fees loans, enabling parents to pay school fees on time and keep children in school without disruption.
So today we are very excited to be here because we are announcing three main things, which is you can pay school fees with Momo, and I'm sure a lot of you already know that. But what's more is that you can get a loan for school fees, and then over and above that, you can allow your school to have a chance to win a van, a school van.
Loan ya 3 months, ngatamye tusomero bwetwala.
That's beautiful.
Oyinza okusasula weekly, or choosing a weekly or monthly.
Okay.
To MTN Momo, the campaign demonstrates the company's commitment to delivering practical, life-changing solutions through education.
This campaign speaks directly to real-life experiences and challenges. We understand the relief that comes with knowing school fees are settled. We understand the peace of mind that allows parents to plan better and invest more confidently in their children's growth. By fully covering school fees for a year, Momo is providing meaningful support that delivers lasting impact.
The initiative aligns with MTN's Power to Be More platform, advancing digital inclusion while investing in Uganda's future.
Take a sente ku MTN, okolese Momo okusasula sente, okusasula school fees z'omwana, omukisa guno ogutukutte gusobola okuba nga gwoddako.
And of course, let's have a look at the 10 African countries with the highest Chinese loans in the last 24 hours. Now, Chinese loan commitments to African states were to decrease substantially to $2.1 billion in 2024, distributed across 6 projects. But from 2000 to 2024, Chinese loans facilitated 1,319 agreements, financing 900 projects worth $316 billion, contributing to various economic sectors. And the economic implications include a net repayment flow from developing nations to China, imposing a financial strain on these economies. Now, the lending has remained focused on transportation, energy transmission, water and sanitation and financial services, all of which are struggling to attract private investment in those countries. So here is a look at the 10 countries, beginning off with Angola, mounting to US dollars 49.2 billion, with a number of Chinese loans at 271, and comes in the second place, that is Ethiopia, at $14.8 billion with 64 number of Chinese loans. Kenya comes in third place at $10.8 billion with 62 loans. In Zambia, next with $9.5 billion at 82 number of loans. Number 5 is Nigeria, and it amounts with 8.9 billion loans, $9 billion US dollars, and 25 loans, while Egypt comes in 6th place at 7.7 billion US dollars with 19 loans. Sudan comes next at 6.3 billion US dollars and 66 loans, while Cameroon is at 5.9 billion US dollars with an amount of 49 loans. Ghana comes in the 9th place at 5.8 billion US dollars with 54 number of Chinese loans. And in number 10 is Cote d'Ivoire at 5.7 billion US dollars with 42 Chinese loans. So if you thought Uganda was one of them, that is the database from the Chinese loans. And of course, number 1, Angola, is a bit surprising to me. But then let's look at the Forex rates as they stood on 30th January by Bank of Uganda, kicking off with the US dollar that bought at 3,553.45 and sold at 3,563.45. Midday, the dollar bought at 3,562.64 and sold at 3,572.64. By close of business, the dollar bought at 3,558.45 and sold at 3,568.45, whereas the Great British Pound bought off at 4,892.86 and sold at 4,252.52. From the neighbors, the Kenyan shilling bought off at 27.56 and sold at 27.68, whereas the Tanzanian shilling bought at a buying price of 1.37 and sold at 1.39. And the South African rand bought at 222.88 and sold at 223.59. And of course, the fact that Vivo Energy Uganda and MTN Mobile Money have come in high gear to help parents and guardians take back children to school. We cannot live today without congratulating one of the PLA graduates who performed significantly, and that is Humza Leona, who scored aggregate 5, and that is a Division 1. So Leona, we congratulate you here on UBC Good Morning Uganda. That Owen says he is so proud of you for all the hard work you put in. You did it, and all that studying paid off. Congratulations, Leona. You are a star, and we wish you the best in your next journey of secondary education. Congratulations, and keep aiming higher. Of course, we shall always bring you deeper insights regarding business here on GMU. My name is Joanne N. Murunji. Coming up is Julie with the agenda. Good morning.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda. Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Pick of the day on UBC. Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, don't go.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks, Kubei Dondoro. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000, or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Genshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules, plant extract, scientific ratio, take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, twice a day. Don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now. Ginshikang L-carnitine with chromium capsules helps you stay in shape. Please follow medical advice when taking this product. For more information, visit our website www.hgo.com or call 0800 335555.
Tarehe Sita is celebrated in Uganda to commemorate the start of the National Resistance Army's liberation struggle on 6th February 1981, an attack on Kabamba Barracks, leading to the NRM's rise to power in 1986 and the formation of the Uganda People's Defense Forces. The day symbolizes the foundation of the People's Army, national unity, and the ongoing commitment to peace, security, and socio-economic transformation. On Friday, 6th February 2026, the 45th Tarehe Sita anniversary will be celebrated under the theme Defending the Gains of the Revolution and Honoring the Sacrifices of the Freedom Fighters, a call for national unity, peace, and socio-economic transformation. The celebrations will take place at the National Teachers College grounds in Kabale Municipality. The activities will be relayed live on UBC TV.
The government's mandate is to maintain law and order, safeguard citizens' rights, and provide essential public services.
Remember, one of the pillars of a roadmap is innovation and entrepreneurship.
There has been this question of how are you protecting our indigenous seed?
It's going to be a tall project that answers somebody's question.
The Front Bench has brought you insightful discussions on governance, security, healthcare, justice, and commerce.
When you go through this complicated procedure, involve the lawyers, you bring the case against him, the judge will hear you out and pass judgment, and you're out of court in record time.
We remain committed to keeping you informed and engaged on key national matters.
So these are huge, these are powerful organizations which now Uganda chairs. Why don't you come together?
If we haven't migrated to the e-card because of various reasons, including that not all the people of Uganda have smartphones.
You can sit in your house, apply for a passport.
If you have a Ugandan who has a successful logistics firm in the US, it means he can come to Uganda and do a lot more.
Every Monday at 8:30 p.m. with me, Jethro Kasaiji, your interface with the government only on your public broadcaster, UBC, Inspiring Uganda.
The Senior Citizens Grant under the Social Assistance Grants for Empowerment SAGE program is Uganda's social protection flagship program, providing regular, predictable, and reliable direct income support to older persons. Since inception in 2010, the SAGE program has positively impacted beneficiaries' livelihoods, contributing to the overall national socio-economic transformation. The government of Uganda has continued to fulfill its commitment to the expansion and sustainability of the SAGE program, ensuring income security, dignity, and improved basic standard of living for older persons in all local governments across the country.
Nze Sospita Nawogo Kasale Village Gombolola Magada Munamutumba. Chairman w'ekyalo ye yambuulira nti bagenda okubawa ensimbi ez'abakadde. Omanyi olw'obukadde bwange sijjukira ddi lwe natandika naye ebbanga liwezeeko nga nzifuna kumpi emirundi ng'ena, guno gwakuna. Mbadde neebalamu embuzi 2 naye olwaleero wano wenjogerera ziri 4 kubanga olwaleero emu gye nasooka okugula ezadde 2 yinza okufunamu ente. Naali agadde ku nnyumba yange okwongerako akasenge. Njagala okwebaza Museveni emirundi mingiko. Kale olwaleero nno nina embuzi 4 okuva mu ssente Museveni zampa. Kulya, ndya, ninywa, sibulwa sukaali n'amajaani n'amata. Amata ga buli lunaku ngafuna wano gama 2 ekyeggulo bwe ntyo.
This is a message from Expanding Social Protection, ESP, implementing the program under the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. ESP, better life chances for all. The Senior Citizens Grant under the Social Assistance Grants for Empowerment SAGE program is Uganda's social protection flagship program, providing regular, predictable, and reliable direct income support to older persons. Since inception in 2010, the SAGE program has positively impacted beneficiaries' livelihoods, contributing to the overall national socio-economic transformation. The government of Uganda has continued to fulfill its commitment to the expansion and sustainability of the SAGE program, ensuring income security, dignity, and improved basic standard of living for older persons in all local governments across the country.
Haji Kasim Muyinda, omuluka Mpumiro, egombolola Bulange, district Namutumba. Amawulire ago nasomako mu mawulire ne mpulira ne ku radio. Akasente kano kuba nagulamu enkoko yazaala nenfunamu n'akabuzi nenfunamu ne sente zensobola okuwa anyamba ku mirimu gyange wano ng'omuwala afumba. Era ninamu n'akate kati ndowooza nja kunywa amata kuba nagula akalume ate n'okuwanyisa nempwanyisaamu nga kakuze enduusi ye ndowooza nti kati eyinza okuba kati eri mu jjulo. Kuba nali nina ne mwannyinaze yali ansinga emyaka 5 naye bamuwandikako emyaka mitono. Era abasinga obungi abaazaalwa nga we tuli be basinga okufuna sente, naye abantu abakulu benyini abakadde tebafuna sente lwansonga kuba bawandika identity card nga bababuuzanga nti wazaalwa ddi, ati 1960 so nga yazaala mu 1900 oba 20 mu mmeka. Kale ekyo era ne mwannyinaze yafa nga tafunira ku sente zino. Era nze ndowooza nga gavumenti eno eyambye nnyo. Abamu tulowooza nti omusolo gwe twatoola ndowooza bagusevinganga kuba tetwawangako omusolo gwenkana wano, naye twewuunyisa batuwa enusu $2.2 buli mwezi. Nze ndi wa mukisa kuba buli lwenfuna sente ezo mbeera nekyenkolamu. Lusi nimisaamu oba binyeebwa ni mwogo. Aye nga gavumenti eno ngisiimye ino nsiima bwongerwa. Aye ng'ebintu bwe bigiire gangu tetwabasaba busabe. Gavumenti yeno yatulowookeza mu bukaire bwaffe, tusaba nga bwe yatulowookeza etwongezeeku.
This is a message from Expanding Social Protection, ESP, implementing the program under the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. ESP, Better Life Chances for All. The Senior Citizens Grant under the Social Assistance Grants for Empowerment SAGE program is Uganda's social protection flagship program, providing regular, predictable, and reliable direct income support to older persons. Since inception in 2010, the SAGE program has positively impacted beneficiaries' livelihoods, contributing to the overall national socio-economic transformation. The government of Uganda has continued to fulfill its commitment to the expansion and sustainability of the SAGE program, ensuring income security, dignity, and improved basic standard of living for older persons in all local governments across the country.
Amaina gange ninze Joyce naisiga ati anu mfugiwa Gombola Kiyanyi dukisisina Mutumba n'abaana bange oyo n'abantu kuba baze batuwandikisya ate bakale tuze kuba buyambi kabla tuya Katonda gaba kiralu omukago waiso oyo Omuseveni natuyirikesa abakaire neyanze okusoka neyanzirye Omuseveni kasoka okutuwa natwere emitwalo 15 ninjako 5 10 ningula kabuli tenaira natwe emitwalo 10 akona bana nabizibuzi nokulya kwako ningula kintu natwire kabiri ako ningula motete ombuli tete natwe 15 tete ningula makabuli nkato omusajja natwere buyame nokutu kufirukira bizibu tuli nabyo tuli n'abaana basomi nzo tumulandi n'abaana basoma eyivude bakobera abaana tumwamushoma asomera bugazi nenga nakabula kanda kasokolo kubyalwa natundire ninyirukira omwana kale nze nkola atundyaku ninkozera indyaku indeka akabuli kasoka insu nesente ja Museveni mbakizu kyensunanga musona mu bintu ebyo nakasigala ninkolaki nindya aya tulika abantu bange ayo abana n'okusoma yanke kwaluwe sente gibanzibu ati notako mwana asome kandi nkolere nta ngulo nintunda mu mbuli oyo nimpoyo omwana okwakusoma wayo ebintu ebyo nebitagulika otako mwana ataka okusoma ate sente obula ate anonze nebale gavumenti okutuyirikira ise inganze lumoiza ntumula ku lwange tima kyamaninga basiima nze nebali Omuseveni okutuyamba atayambe abantu bonabona ayambe n'abaana basomi.
This is a message from Expanding Social Protection, ESP, implementing the program under the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. ESP, Better Life Chances for All.
Exercise can't be sustained. Eating can't be stopped. It's even harder to lose weight. Come and give it a try. Genshikang L-carnitine chromium capsules, plant extract, scientific ratio, take 3 capsules each time. The active ingredient accelerates fat burning, eat twice a day, don't take a detour. Weight loss starts now.